Fame. It's supposed to be the ultimate flex in Brawl Stars. But does it live up to the hype? Honestly, no. Fame feels more like an empty participation trophy than a meaningful reward. Let's get straight into it. First, let's talk about what Fame actually does, or rather, doesn't do. Fame is what you earn after unlocking every bar in the game. When you pull credits or collect them, they're automatically converted to Fame points that are contributed to your Fame level. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, here's the problem. Fame doesn't actually give you anything worthwhile. You grind for hours, days, maybe weeks just to end up with a planet icon next to your name. Most players won't even notice it. No exclusive skins, no special perks, no gameplay bonuses, just an arbitrary number and a couple of pins. It's just like buying an expensive car and realizing it doesn't even have an engine. The worst part, the system feels manipulative when you realize how much time and money it demands. As you climb higher through Fame levels, Earth, Lunar, Martian, Saturnian, etc., the amount of credits required to level up skyrockets. Initially, it feels rewarding seeing your level goes up, but as you progress, the grind becomes excruciating. You can play hundreds of matches and still barely make a dent in your next Fame level. And what's your reward for all that effort? A couple of pins. Nothing else. No gameplay impact, no bragging rights, just a different icon that means absolutely nothing. Fame also preys on the fear of wasted progression. Once you've unlocked all the brawlers, your credits are automatically funneled to Fame, with no choice or opt-out. The game essentially forces you into a system that gives no tangible benefit. You can't exchange those credits for coins, power points, or anything else that actually helps you progress. It's like being handed a consolation prize you never asked for. Supercell created Fame as a fallback system to keep players grinding, but it feels more like a punishment than a reward. Instead of enhancing the gameplay experience, it creates a loop where you invest time and effort into something that doesn't really do anything. What makes this even worse is how wasteful it feels. Imagine pulling 1,000 credits from a legendary star drop that could have gone toward a mythic bar if you hadn't already unlocked everyone. Instead, those credits are thrown into Fame, and for players at high Fame levels, those 1,000 credits barely make a dent. The grind becomes exponential, and you're left staring at a progress bar that feels more like a treadmill than an achievement. This system highlights just how little thought went into the making Fame feel worthwhile. For players who have all brawlers unlocked but aren't maxed out, it's just a slap in the face. They're forced to watch as valuable credits, which could have been converted to coins or power points, get funneled into a system that does nothing to help their account progress. Coins are already a bottleneck for most players, especially those around the 35k mark. The average player who has unlocked all the brawlers but hasn't even come close to maxing them out. The gap between unlocking brawlers and maxing out their power levels is enormous, and the Fame system only widens that gap. Most players don't even need Fame. They need resources to actually progress their accounts. Fame disregards this reality of what players need and instead forces resources into a system that offers no practical value. It's frustrating to know that instead of progressing your account, you're stuck with a feature that feels disconnected from the rest of the game. Supercell's decision to force Fame upon players feels manipulative. Players who reach Fame levels aren't necessarily those with maxed out accounts. They're just the ones who've hit the ceiling of unlocking brawlers. The system doesn't cater to the needs of the players. It's designed to keep you grinding without providing the satisfaction or sense of accomplishment that a proper endgame system should offer. For many players, Fame is just a hollow number, a sign of wasted credits that could have been better spent improving their account or unlocking meaningful rewards. For most players, Fame isn't a badge of honor. It's a reminder of what it could have been. Instead of providing a sense of accomplishment, it serves as a constant frustration, highlighting the flaws in Supercell's endgame design. Fame should be an exciting progression system, not an endless guide for a meaningless icon. Supercell needs to rethink Fame entirely, because as it stands, it's one of the weakest features in the game. Now, let's break down the costs of reaching higher Fame levels. The conversion rate of credits to Fame is frankly laughable. As you progress to the higher tiers, the number of credits needed to reach just one level becomes absurd. Feels like Supercell's asking for months of gameplay, hours of grinding every day, and dollars upon dollars just to pump up your Fame by one tier. And what's the payoff? A different looking icon that resembles a planet? Let's be honest, nobody cares. This isn't some flashy badge of honor that everyone knows. Fame doesn't stand out in the matches, your profile, or even in your club. The icon is so subtle that most players don't even realize it's there. It's like working overtime for weeks, getting raised, and then you realize it's barely noticeable in your paycheck. Imagine grinding for months, finally leveling up your fame, logging into a match only for no one to notice or care about your so-called achievement. That's not a reward, that's a slap in their face to players who value their time. To make matters worse, the effort it takes to climb fame tiers far outweighs any satisfaction it might prove. It's not an epic skin or a shiny upgrade to your account. It's literally just an ego booster that fails to boost anything. Fame feels like a filler feature, designed to give players the illusion of progression, when in reality, it's just an endless grind for a meaningless number. The worst part about Fame is how disconnected it is from the rest of the game. Other progression systems like Mastery, Trophy Road, and Ranked often offer tangible rewards, things like pins, skins, and coins. Even Ranked, as flawed as it is, still gives players exclusive skins for their efforts. But Fame offers nothing. It's just there, existing for the sake of existing, without enhancing the gameplay experience in any way. Let's be honest, Fame feels like a way for Supercell to pad out the game without actually creating new content. Instead of offering real endgame goals, they've slapped together a system that looks good on paper and falls apart when you actually engage with it. It's a lazy solution to a legitimate problem, and does more harm than good. Right now, Fame in Brawl Stars feels meaningless. Once your account is maxed out and your credits start converting to Fame, there's no real value in this system. It's essentially a bragging rights feature that doesn't offer anything tangible. If Fame is going to stay in the game, it needs to serve a real purpose. Here's what Supercell could do to fix it. First, let's address one of the biggest issues with Fame. Credits are automatically converted to Fame the second they're collected. What this means, whenever players pull credits from rewards or boxes, they can't save them for future bar unlocks. A credit vault would completely change this. Instead of automatically losing credits to Fame, players could store them for when they need them the most, like unlocking a higher rarity bar, such as Mythic or Legendary. This would give players more control over the progression and make credits rewards meaningful even after unlocking lower rarity brawlers. Supercell could also take inspiration from the old Club League shop and create a Fame shop. Here's how it could work. Players could exchange their credits for useful resources like coins or power points. For non-max players, this would actually help them progress faster by converting Fame into resources that actually impact their gameplay. For fully maxed out players, the shop could even offer exclusive rewards like skins, titles, and cosmetics. For example, there could be legendary skins priced at 10,000 credits or unique titles that showcase a player's dedication. This system would create value for every type of player. Players working to max their accounts could focus on progression, while maxed out players could flex with rare cosmetics and items. Right now, Fame is a joke. It's a feature that promises everything but delivers nothing, wasting players' time. If Supercell wants to keep players engaged long term, they need to fix Fame, or scrap it entirely. What do you think about Fame? Does it deserve to stay, or should Supercell start from scratch? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Brawl Stars content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.